Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for the first live stream of the week. And it is here. We are here, to discuss all things Manchester United. Manchester Derby was dead. What happened to the game we love? Bless up to Eddie every single time for for the titles, because the titles be exceptional. Big up to everyone in the chat, whether you're watching this live right now, whether you're watching this back, or you're listening on one of the audio platforms afterwards. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure hit the like button. Make sure you share this out across all of the socials as well. At That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, across all socials. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Hit the notification bell. Manchester Derby, like we mentioned, really the less said about that, the better. And season-defining European game coming up for Manchester United. Quarterfinal of the Europa League against Lyon. That first leg is on Thursday. But big up H in the chat, big up Lucian, big up David, big up Kingsman, big up to Warrior J as well. Please keep all your comments, questions, Manchester United related as well. Let's see what we're saying. I don't actually know what the chants were about Foden's mum, but yeah, you shouldn't really be chanting about. I don't know what they were, but for just off the reaction, I know it was terrible, and that's beyond rivalry. So I'm not co-signing that whatsoever. But big up Kingsman, big up Warrior J. There's been news breaking as well. I don't know how reliable the source about Cunha to Manchester United. I'm a big fan of Cunha. I believe he has a 62 million, I don't know if it's euro or pounds release clause. Please let me know if it's 62 million pounds or euros. But I'm a big fan of Cunha. And this is also more transfer news, and we're going to get a lot of this with Manchester United because people know we need a lot of players. We are going to get linked to everyone. I'm waiting for myself to get linked. When they start talking about central midfielders, you're going to see me on the list somewhere. Liam Delap is on Manchester United's list next summer. He was targeted by Ruben Amorim last summer when the Portuguese coached Sporting. This is Amorim as well on the actual Manchester derby. And to go to that, to Delap wouldn't be my first choice, but to me, Delap and I'm not actually not against Delap, but it's two things. One, it has to be an addition, and two, the price has to be right. And Ipswich are going to get relegated. Is he going to look for a move? If you can tell me we can get Delap for 30 million, I'm taking it. Delap for 30 million, 110%. But then you have to go and get an Osherman, for example. You have to go get someone senior who's certified because we need two strikers. I look at Xerxes as a 10. I think Xerxes can do a better role and a better job in the 10 because of his attributes. Not that he can't play striker. I look at him and go, you're more suited to the 10 role in particular in this system as well. Because of his link-up play, because of his ability to drop, not even deep, he can drop into our half and pick up the ball and go past the player. He has that skill. He has the technique. He has the passing to do that. I think he's kind of not wasted, but you're not utilizing him to his fullest, just having him as a focal point and as the 9. And he can hold the ball up as well. And that's good for even a 10, like I said, link up. Amorim says, I think we had some chances to win the game. We tried to use the space in transitions, defending in a low block, but we had our chances. We had some moments with the ball. We pushed City into that half. We were closer to the goal, but we can accept a draw. We were closer to the goal. They had more possession, but that is normal. He's right when we're saying that it's a game we should have won, but our attack stinks. And that falls on Ruben Amorim. Our attack is dreadful. Like I keep stating, that front three he put out there, the holy trinity of hell, with Højlund, Garnacho, Bruno, has 15 league goals in almost 70 league starts. Between the three of them, people, let me repeat that. 15 league goals in almost 70 starts between the three of them, and you wonder why it struggles. In particular, Garnacho and Højlund, who don't put on numbers. Højlund's already gone 20 games without a goal. Garnacho's already gone 20 games without a goal. And then outside of them putting up GNA, they're not even link players. They don't even help others. They're not even creative for others. The ball doesn't even stick up the top end of the pitch. Where you go, all right, you're not actually offering GNA, but at least the ball will stick. And you'll play 1-2s and you'll put other people in positions to then maybe create for somebody else. They don't do that. Don't do anything. And Bruno's got 5 open play goals all season. So, but people will tell you, people want to also, with Bruno, people want to talk about creating chances. Until we don't create chances, then it's not his fault. I'm told best chance creator. That's his best attribute. What did we create? Keep saying this. It's not like a Núñez situation at Liverpool where Núñez misses a whole heap of chances. This season, missed a whole heap of chances. Last season, missed a whole heap of chances. What are we doing? Let's be real. What are we doing? We've been hammering on what United need to improve. We have so many aspects to improve. Everywhere we need to improve in every aspect, build up, transition, decisions in the final third. Every player can improve. They're here because they showed something at other clubs. They have quality. We're still a team that plays on transition. We need to spend more time in the final third to have more opportunities. We'll spend more time in the final third if you play players who are technically more secure in the final third, who are better at keeping the football. I say at pro clubs at times, and ManDem sustain some attacks. And that's a game, an actual game on the PlayStation. So in real life, yes, if you sustain attacks, it increases your chances of scoring goals and creating chances. But hey, we move. See what else is being said. I'm not naive or crazy. I can see the moment we are in. I can look at the opponents and understand there is a big gap. But as a leader, I cannot say we are going to take all of the time to close the gap. Even if we bring in more summers and even if we bring in more players, we have to hurry and show urgency to do better because we don't have much time at a club like this. We're in a rush. That is facts. He knows he's on the clock. If you look at the moment of both teams not fighting for titles, both teams not fighting for titles, that changes the game completely. The feeling of winning, not being able to lose 1 point, that feeling is not here. As the coach, it's hard to say that. We need to fight for big things. If we do, then the feeling will be completely different. He's not lying. That's why it's one of the worst Manchester derbies. Look at Manchester City this season. Look at Manchester United this season. Look at Manchester United's attack. Look at Manchester City's attack. Look at the attack. We had Højlund, Garnacho, Bruno out there, and brought on Mason Mount. They had Mamouche, who was irate, but he was poor. Foden, who's been shocking all season. Bernardo Silva, who's been shocking all season. De Bruyne, who's been shocking all season. Gundogan, who's been shocking. Then they brought on Grealish, who's also been shocking. Brought on Doku, who's also awful. Look at the attacks. The attacking substitutions from each team was Mason Mount and Jeremy Doku. All right, granted, we brought on Xerxes. He performed a little bit better. Grealish didn't do anything for them whatsoever. This is Amarin. What did Gary Neville actually say? I understand that Gary Neville is critical about everything. Then I understand we are doing the worst season in history. Manchester United won everything in the past. We are not in the best moment. They are fighting every year for the title. Is a different context. Nah, fairs. Big up Slims as well, man. Big up Slims. Big up Yasser in the chat too as well. Yeah, pay the tax when you enter the city of sarcasm, people. Pay the tax. All I need you lot to do is run up the likes. Over 150 of you lot in here. Only at 25 likes. Let's double that. Let's get up to 50 likes, people. Let's start there. 50 likes. Hit the subscribe button. We're like 250 subscribers away from 15,000. So make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Robert says, Wilcox want to sell Garnacho and Højlund. They tried to pump up the price by playing them. Not sure if value's not dropping. The value's dropping. When Chelsea and Napoli was interested in Garnacho in January, we was never going to get more money for him. All he was going to do is expose who he is, and that's all he's done. Should have sold him. Stop playing him. There's no price to pump up. Let's protect them by not playing them and only play them in certain games. So, for instance, Leicester. Off the bench, not Højlund. Garnacho off the bench. Højlund shouldn't be starting either which way. Not in the slightest. Genuinely think you say every game where we don't batter a team. What's this? Which this H? Let me know. I don't know if you're responding to me or someone else in the chat, nephew. I seriously don't get the hype for the Prem. Forest should be nowhere near top 4 if your regular teams are serious. Here's what's good about the Premier League, Catalan. It's sold extremely well. I keep stating this. The Premier League is marketed fantastically. Fantastically. Because we have big teams here with big fan bases, and not that other leagues don't. But it's just different here. With Manchester United, with Manchester City, with Chelsea, with Arsenal, with Liverpool, I know other league has a big 6. That is genius marketing from the Premier League. To market it as a big 6. Like if La Liga or Ligue 1 or Serie A had a big 6, it would be marketed better. Premier League is still, forget the quality, is still the most watched league in the world. Easily. Right. Oh, yeah, about me sustaining the tax. Yeah, about us sustaining the tax. Yeah, genuinely think you say it every game where we don't batter a team. Yeah, pretty much so. Only time I won't say it is when I think we're playing a team of a certain level on clubs and I go, okay, this is just a great team. We're one of the best teams in pro clubs. Like, on the game, people. I don't think people understand the level we're at. Bear in mind, players are missing. We're like 100 and I think it was 180. We were 180 in the world when I last checked. No, I tell a lie. 184 we was. And that's with players missing at times. That's without a full team, and we're 184. Even the centre-back, shout out to Spoobs, he got the centre-back on our team who played. His team is 19th, and we packed them up. Now, packed them up is a bit strong, but we beat them. And they're 19th in the world. We took on the team who's 19th best in the world on pro clubs and beat them. We weren't comfortable, it was a game, but we were the best side. He's quality, though. That's why I said go get the centre-back. That's why I need Spoofs to reach back out to him, because he's a quality centre-back. That being said, if you play pro clubs, have the PS4 version or a PS4, we need a centre-back. Are you a centre-back? Don't tell me, oh, I'm a DM who can play centre-back or a wing-back. No, centre-back. You know what I'm saying? Can you play centre-back? I need to put it out on my socials, actually. Because I need someone over that other side so I don't have to go across to the right and then try to go back to the left. Sorry, people, I'm a big fan of pro clubs. People are like, why do you always play pro clubs? Love it. Closest thing you get to playing 11 aside. Oh, did we pack them up? I stand corrected. Sorry. You're all right, nephew. Your memory's better than mine, so we did. Also, sorry to go off on a tangent, people. Gary Neville on Sky Sports. The best Manchester City and Manchester United teams would be very disappointed with the way they've approached the end of the game. It looks like it's a Sunday afternoon and they're going to a roast dinner together now. The game today really was quite depressing for me. And the Premier League is about excitement. It's about thrill. It's about risk. And there's nothing like that in that game. So that's not good enough. Well, he says, but we're seeing poor imitations of that across the board now. United's goalkeeper rolling his foot on the ball and waiting for things to happen. That's not it. That's not what this club is. That's not what we do here. Liverpool don't do that. He also said, be a micromanage within it. Actually, before I get to this, in regards to what Gary Neville's talking about with the game, it's just a severe lack of quality. I said it. Look at the attackers on show. Look at the Manchester United attackers on show. Look at the Manchester City attackers on show. You can be disappointed with the game. Why did you expect a thrilling game? Manchester United are sat 13th and have been bottom half of the table for the vast majority of the season for a reason. Manchester City went 1 win in 13. They are coming to the end. A lot of their players are going to leave. No one's at their top of the game. Outside, take Marmoush out because I rate Marmoush. She's new. Look at the attacking players that Manchester City had on show. Foden, like I said, who has been poor all season. I'll repeat that. Bernardo Silva, who's been poor all season. Kevin De Bruyne, who's been poor all season. Gundogan, who's been poor all season. That's 4 of your attacking 5. And it's not like you have fullbacks who are fantastic going forward. It's not like Nunes, he's a midfielder. He's not been fantastic. All right, you had the kid O'Reilly, but he's new. Manchester United, like I said, 15 league goals in almost 70 starts between our front 3. Played a back 3 with a defensive double pivot. So I understand why he's irritated, but is it a surprise to me? No, I don't think people look. I think it's because it was the Manchester derby. People automatically expected more. I've said this before. I said it. I'm back again. I said it yesterday on the Q&A. I think I said it on the Bayesian show, United Liverpool pod. Our performance against Manchester City is not too far away of our performance against Nottingham Forest. But people talk about it like it's chalk and cheese. No, they're both defensively decent, offensively poor. Well, hey, the team's whack, but people want me to, big up players and all this nonsense. Big up to Eddie in the cut as well. Yes, Eddie, what are you saying? I mean, you good?
Cool, man. Cool. I got like 15 minutes. Just wanted to chop it over my boy a little bit before I head back out.
All good, man. All good. Yo, get to it, man. Your thoughts on the Manchester derby. I know you have thoughts on other things. Floor's yours, man. Floor's yours.
Yeah. What did they expect, man? What did they expect? You saw that lineup. What did you actually expect? People, you come to this channel. Shout out to El Jefe for putting it together. And we have coined that front 3 as the front 3 from hell for a real reason. It does not shock me that our best chances came after Xerxes started playing.
True.
It does not shock me at all. That front 3 it's kind of like,
hey, before you carry on, Eddie, don't do yourself a disservice. Tell them about the bet you put on before you get to the front 3.
Yeah.
Tell them.
So I was inland Kenya. I flew to the coast. My family's coming with me, and once he showed me the 11, because he's a young G. He real young, so he got hope. You know, he got that promise. He got that promise of a better future type of idealism, right? He tells me, yeah, I'm thinking 2-0. I said, what's the starting 11? He told me the front three first. I said, listen, 0-0, bet dinner. And he said, bet. And when we got off that plane and I showed him the score, I don't think he was disappointed in the performance. I think he was disappointed in the amount of cash he's going to have to put out because I was finna eat big. I was finna eat steak, my boy. And I did that. I ate steak. I had the fridge with the steak. I had my little old fashioned. He did it all for your boy, man. He did it all for his OG. So that's what it was, man. It was just I've seen it one too many times.
Yeah,
I've seen it one too many times. It's not even shocking to me anymore. This level of performance, and oh man, at this point, I have to make it be known, man.
go on.
We have to get certain players out of this club so I can see the manager not get himself sacked and see what he's actually about.
Yeah.
Because his reliance on certain players is going to get him sacked.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I have no problem saying it. I wanted to be idealistic about him. I wanted to, because I'm just so tired of the manager conversation that you said, you know what? I just want to be here, watch the development, but listen. If I can see you playing with matches in front of a gas station, I can understand some shit's finna blow up. It don't take a rocket scientist to understand some shit's finna blow up. And that's where I'm at with this dude, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. I hate it.
You playing with matches in front of the petrol station, like you said.
Yeah, man. And you what do you think's gonna happen? But hey, Eddie, what do you think's gonna happen with that kid in the matches, man? You think she's gonna? Of course. And again, because I hate that. We've been like doing this for how long, and that's the only conversation it seems like we've been having. Not can we win the Champions League this season? Can we finish out a trophy run this season? No, it's manager centric conversation, and it's tough for me because again, I just love football, right? I love sport. I love competition. I don't love the business. I don't love the politics. I love the sport. And to continuously be drawn into these conversations about the manager, it just gets draining, bro.
100%.
Because I'm looking at that game yesterday, and let's be clear, City were some absolute shit.
Yeah, they was dreadful.
Absolute, like that's the worst City I've ever seen in a long time. And to put reliance upon Garnacho to finish, Rasmus Højlund to finish, Bruno to finish, when we know the truth, it's managerial malpractice. It's setting yourself up to fail. But then he comes out in the press conferences and he's talking about how Garnacho needs to do this, Garnacho needs to do that. How Højlund, he sees the problem, but he still enables the problem. So you see a junkie, you tell the junkie to stop, but then let me give you some more smack. Let's see if you can stop. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
None whatsoever. So that's where I'm at with it. And the cool part about it is I never want to come out here and just be talking out my ass. But so I sat there and I watched. I made it through 55 minutes. I made it through 55 minutes. I made the 55 minutes. Say, okay, I understand how this story ends. So cool. Like I said, I watched it uninterrupted. And so yeah, it was just he's walking a tightrope, dog. He really is. He really is. And I don't know if he's gonna realize that or what, but
and he needs to drop. Yeah.
Yeah, the drop, bro. You tightroping between skyscrapers. That's what I'm gonna say. He tightroping between skyscrapers. He's shaky from the first third of it. Yeah. You feel me? So bro, it's not looking too good for my guy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, it's not. Shigo, you saying, man? Bless. Hope you're good. We got to connect you as well.
Yeah, man. Big up to you guys.
To you, like,
shout out my dog sheet.
I see you and I hear you. Let me just get to this quickly because this is a good point. Big up to Football Uncensored. Says here, my thing is flawless. I believe that a coach should be able to get something out of the tools you have, like Don Carlo. He had the best record as an Everton manager, of course, it's different. Here, the thing is, I agree with that. The problem is with these tools, and it's mad that you use them, that they're terrible.
Yeah, they're terrible tools.
You can't get anything more out of this attack. The rest of the team, I hear it. This is why I'm critical of the manager. Should you try different things? Yes. But Højlund, Garnacho, ain't it. Mount, ain't it. There's nothing more you can do with those players. Others, I hear it. Xerxes and Ericsson and obviously Ahmad and Maino, etc. Try some youth players. I hear it with the defensive, and the wing backs, etc.
Yeah, and maybe like different manager, we're not 13th, maybe we're 9th or 10th. But ultimately, what's really the difference, technically, people, in that sort of season? We're not sitting here complaining that why are we sitting 13th? We should be 10th or 9th. We're talking about why are we still in this type of situation? Like Eddie said, we're complaining about managers. Second season in a row. Why is it that in the past 3 years, we've actually regressed every single season? From the past 3 years, we've gotten worse and worse and worse. Since Ragnick. You could just think about literally since Ragnick. Worse and worse and worse, right?
You want to know why, Steve?
Go on.
Yo, your audio's funny. Yo, Kaneki.
Yeah, it's just like a little low. I can't really hear you.
No? Wait, hold on.
Under the sea. Under the sea.
Go on, Cheek. Say what you're gonna say.
Yeah, but it's like I was listening to Eddie and I completely agree with him, bro. It's just like we're impatient. Like I'm genuinely like it's come to a point where I am impatient. I keep saying this. We're gonna go watch Champions League this midweek. We're gonna see quality football this midweek. Why can't I have that in my own club? Why is it that I always have this feeling when I go watch like a Real Madrid play, or when I go watch a Barcelona play, or when I go watch one of these teams play? I know it's it's levels in attack. Trust me, I completely get it. But it's just a simple, why can't I have that? Mind you, we played that Barcelona team a couple of seasons ago and we beat them. And we played comfortable against them in both legs. And now look at the difference between both our clubs. Look at where they are and look at where we are since that moment. Since we beat them, they've now looked like they're a team that can compete for the Champions League. For all the shit that they've gone through. Yeah, for a treble, they're currently competing for a treble in a Copa del Rey final, currently at top of the league in La Liga, and are playing very, very well in the Champions League, have an easy side of the draw, you could say, as well. So they're probably most likely to get to a final, or at least a semifinal. So from that stage, since when we played them 2 seasons ago, by the way, the winner was scored by a player who's not even at our club anymore. Since then, look at where their club's gone and look at where our club's gone. That should tell you everything. That should tell you all about what our club has been and the direction of our club. And I'm impatient. I genuinely am. 3 seasons in a row, we're still talking about getting a manager and talking about getting a manager and his players and talking about all that shit. And I blame everyone for it. I blame him. I blame Ineos. I blame everyone for it. And there's impatience for sure. Referring to this derby, like I hear what Gary Neville is trying to say, but it's a whole lot of waffle because why are you trying to expect a big game out of these players? You're talking about, back in the day, a good Manchester United team would not play the way that they played. Yes, because a good Manchester United team would probably not be 13th, and we'd be fighting for something. And then if we're fighting for something, we would try to go for the winner. That's common sense. So it's not like you're saying anything that it's like it's a revelation. Oh, he's just revealed this about this Manchester United team. No, you're being stupid. Of course. Like if there's a better Manchester United team, of course we would not play the way that we did at the end. Because we'd be winning for a goal, or we'd probably still be leading because we're a better Manchester United team and we'd not be sitting in 13th. We'd probably be fighting for top 4 or probably in a title race. So it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know what he's trying to talk about. Like, this is common sense. Like, this is not a good Manchester City team. We know this. When has Pep gone 1-12? When has Pep almost lost 10 games in a season? He would have lost that this weekend. He could still lose that this season. So it's like, we know this is not a good Manchester City team. We know this is not a good Manchester United team. However, these guys always want to make it, we know how the club has been and stuff, this and that. But then when it comes to your friends, you want to go ahead and defend them all the time, again and again. And you want to pick and choose what you want to criticize. So I don't listen to, this is what I'm trying to say to the chat. I hear all these quotes that come up in streams. I personally don't listen to Gary Neville, don't listen to Jamie Carragher. If there's someone that I do listen to at times, it's probably Roy Keane because he's probably the only one on there that talks sense.
No, I don't listen to Roy Keane.
I don't really listen to any of them. I really don't really listen to any of them. They all waffle. They genuinely all do. They all just waffle.
Kaneki, your audio's still moving crazy.
Yeah, your audio's still moving.
Yeah.
Go on, carry on, Sheik.
But yeah, it's just like shit, Darby. Like I kept telling you, I told you this Flawless yesterday too. Just a little bit more in terms of quality or athleticism or physicality in that front three, and we probably end up scoring 1 goal. And when I say that, all we honestly probably just need, now that I'm thinking of it, is maybe just an Ahmad on the pitch would have probably got us over the line. Honestly, just an Ahmad over the pitch. Because how can I sit here and defend Garnacho missing a chance from 6 yards out? Less than 6 yards out, he's past the penalty box. Like the penalty spot.
Literally just inside the 6 yard.
Just inside the 6 yard box. He's just inside it. And me and YG were talking about this too. Anybody, you don't have to be a striker. You could be a goalkeeper in that situation at the end of the game trying to score a goal. You will do anything to just try to get your body onto the ball to divert it towards goal. That's all you have to do in that situation. If he misses and he saves it, that's a great save from the goalkeeper. Cool. But you didn't even try to get that on target. You couldn't even make up your mind whether you wanted to head the ball or try to like kick it in or try to like knee the ball in. And how many times have we seen Garnacho have chances like this? I could name another game. Tottenham Hotspur away when we lost 1-0. That chance that he had right in front of goal. How many times have we seen this chance? But yet again, time and time again, I could say here, myself, Flawless, Eddie, Kaneki can all sit here and say all these things, but it is the manager who picks him again and again and again. And I'm growing impatient with that because you keep coming out and saying Garnacho is not good enough and he's not the final product and all this type of shit. You continue to play him. Why not play Cheeto? Cheeto can't feature in the Europa League. Why don't you just play him yesterday? What are you resting him for? Genuinely, you probably bring Cheeto on and Xerxes on in the moment that you bring Xerxes on. And I think we scored. Like, again, I'm just reiterating the fact that I thought Manchester City yesterday was shit. I don't think they did well enough to try to score a goal. And we were the next team who were going to score a goal. And we just didn't do enough. And even to a certain extent, like, I think we created enough chances for us to score that goal. But then it's the players that he has on the pitch that he's picking. Like, generally, Xerxes comes on the pitch. And I think in a couple of minutes, he already gets a shot on target. And this guy, Højlund, is struggling to do that all game. You see the same situations where Xerxes has to hold up the ball like Højlund does. And you always see a better end product. It either ends in our wing players getting the ball or it just results in a chance created or like that shot on target. But Højlund is just like anytime he goes against any sort of decent pair of center backs, like Manchester City center backs, like any other decent pair of center backs, the guy struggles. And it's as simple as that. But again, like we've been talking about this all season since Ruben's honestly been here, even before Ruben's been here, because we knew about these players. But you want to continue to play them. You want to come out and talk about, oh, these players are not good enough, this and that. But then again, you want to continue to play them. Like if you were in a relationship with your girl and you tell her, yo, stop DMing other people. And she's like, you know what? I will stop DMing other people. And then another couple of days go by and you see her DMing another person. What are you going to do? You're just going to be fed up. You're not just going to be like, yo, you know what? Maybe there's room for her to recover. Maybe, next time she's in a situation where someone tries to DM her, she won't reply back. Maybe. Like, it just depends on the situation. You would think that would be the conversation that would take place, right? Maybe, like, she's not going to do it. But no, she's doing it again and again. And Ruben, in this case, is the boyfriend, and Garnacho is clearly the girlfriend. He's telling her
she belongs to the streets.
Yes, and Ruben, like you're bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like I don't know what to tell you if you continue to keep doing this, fam. Genuinely, like the girl is talking to other guys behind your back, left and right, and you continue to keep her. Cool, man. If this is what you want to do, cool. But you're gonna end up without a relationship in some time, or in this case, you're gonna end up without a job. By next season, you're gonna be out of your job. So cool. Like if this was all that you were talking about, I need to earn my time here. I need to do this. I need to do that. I'm not gonna change my system. Cool. Look what this got you. This got you you losing your job. So yeah, man. Hey, listen. Towards the season itself, Premier League, Flawless, you've been saying this too. Literally, like end the Premier League season right now. What like? For fuck's sake, everyone's talking about, oh, we scored 7 goals against Leicester and Real Sociedad. Cool. We now scored 0 in our last 2. Back to reality. Where's all that shit about Bruno? He's our savior. Clearly, him playing in the pivot is helping us out so much because we scored 7 goals in our last 2 games. Where's all that shit now? Because we scored 0 in our last 2 now. against a side like Forest and against a side like Manchester City, who you can say we actually looked well enough to score a goal against too. That goal was probably there, maybe not so in the Forest game, but was definitely there in the Man City game. And we didn't. And now we have to go to the Europa League. So that's literally all that it depends on. And Flawless, you asked me my thoughts on the Manchester City game. Let's look forward to Lyon. That's really what it is. Because the shit don't matter.
See, that's the only
Lyon.
thing. That's the only thing that's giving him some grace is that the chances that we missed, better players put away. That's the only thing that's keeping me from truly just crashing out on this dude, because I've seen enough of these scrubs miss chance after chance after chance while he's been here that I don't want to hop out the window, like just emphatically. But I'm close because, like we said, he's picking the scrubs.
Yeah,
picking him.
Try to polarize. Yeah, you continue to pick these men time and time again.
Look, the evidence is right in front of you. This guy, like, weren't they talking about how he uses like data websites and stuff to get your stats? Bro, go on just Premier League website. Right, Rasmus Højlund, right, Alejandro Garnacho, Premier League stats, 24-25. Go just look at goal conversion. You like to look at stats and shit, right? All that website that he was referring to, I forgot when we were scouting some player. I think it was for Dorgu or whatever, or a left wing back. But you like to look at stats and all that shit. Go on www.premierleague.com/Alejandro. I don't know what it is, but just like /Alejandro Garnacho stats 24-25. That's the stats you should be looking at, not this other bullshit that you're looking at. Because I'm tired of it. And again, it just goes to the point. Like I hear, people talking about I'm over the manager and all of those type of things. I get it. I'm not even going to argue you, fam. Like if you have your things on the manager, cool. I'm not even going to argue you. This is not me sitting in 13th. I have nothing to argue with you about in terms of this manager, really. However, there are some people talking about, oh, well, if we just had kept Ten Hag, if we had gotten another manager, we'd be doing better than this. Yes, and I do kind of agree with you. Yes, maybe we are probably 9th or 7th or 6th. Or maybe we are, 9th or 10th or 11th instead of, 13th and 12th all season. But ultimately, we're probably still going to be with a lot of these players. We're probably still going to be in the same situation where maybe that just might be our ceiling, hanging around in that 7th, 8th, 9th with this squad. But then in domestic trophies, we might maybe go to a final and win one. Because I just think that's what the ceiling is with the squad currently. I don't think it gets anything better than this. The squad has been consistently shit in the Premier League for the past 3 seasons. What there hasn't been any sort of improvement. We've had 2 different managers been and coach this squad, and we've had a manager who we think is better than the previous one too, and they're still turning out to be one of the worst squads that we've ever seen. So the squad needs to change as well. Like we all want to talk about managers and stuff like that. Let's keep the same energy towards the squad because the squad has been here for the longest time. And I think that's the one thing that needed to change before Ten Hag got here, before Ruben got here, before any next manager gets here. We need to change the squad. We're going to be in the same situation with other managers as well. I'm telling you people, it could be better than this, but it's not going to lead us to challenging for the league. We're not going to with the squad, with these crop of players that we've seen from time and time again. Fam, we wouldn't even qualify for try to fight for to get promoted in the Premier League if we were in the Championship with Rasmus Højlund and Garnacho with the amount of goals that they're scoring. Like we wouldn't. So
bro, we'd fail to score in the Conference League with these guys.
We'd fail to score in the Conference League. Like that's not even their level. So it's I've seen Garnacho struggle against Newport County. I've seen him struggle last season against Newport County. And people forget. Like, all y'all people forget this, man, and we don't.
Ferdinand was out here gargling, freaking
your audio's still moving funny, Kaneki.
Why is it still moving?
You have to get some headphones.
Shout out Oregon Goon. Everybody needs a villain, I guess. So you don't play that role today, bro.
You see him on TJ's channel, so make sure you check that out. Dunsey will be over there tonight. They'll be previewing the Real Madrid game. So hey, go check that out, people. Go see what's going on over there. And I presume it's on TJ's channel, but make sure you go subscribe over there. Big up mine and MA in the chat as well. What are you saying, Eddie? Thoughts on the Europa League game coming up? That's just laughing.
Fred, where we at? Where's it? Is the home? Is
Nah, it's away.
the
It's in
first
France.
leg?
In France.
Oh shit, man! Let me tell you something. The flare's gonna be out. The spit will be flying. Pause.
Pause. Yeah.
Bunch of angry Frenchmen in the stands. It's not looking nice, man. It's not looking nice. Cherokee out here talking about war.
This sounds
It
better.
is what it is.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, there you go.
That's much better.
I guess the best thing is that they don't look to be in the best of form.
Yeah. One of their players
And
just got injured as well.
Yeah, one of the players got injured, and what's his name is carrying an injury as well. Lacazette is also carrying an injury, so
Oh, he's carrying a knock. Okay.
yeah, he is. So that's I'm not going to even say that's one foot through. That's one good thing for Manchester United because Lacazette could break both his feet. He's running past Harry Maguire.
hey, hold up. Hey, let Connect. Go ahead and break down the game. I know you've been trying to get in on the conversation.
Oh no. Yo, listen to the thing I was saying, Eddie. Yeah. For that game, I was doing something far more important, as Flawless has known. I was doing something way more important than watching Manchester United try and put me to sleep. But I had the game on I had the Flawless in the background, listening to you man and Kick and the playback, making me completely laugh because at least I got one good thing out the game. But when I was finished, I watched the second half. Okay, so let's do this now. Rio Ferdinand, you came out on national fucking television gargling the nuts of Garnacho talking about where he is compared to everybody else in Europe. All right? You were here just glazing. Look at Garnacho compared to Kylian Mbappe and Ousmane Dembele. Okay, so Ousmane Dembele currently right now is on 29 goals in the league. Has Garnacho scored 10 goals this season?
Damn.
Say that again. Say that last bit again. What was the last bit?
Has Garnacho scored 10 goals this season?
No, he has. No, not even across all comps. He's got 4 in the league.
No. I'm just saying because such man was gargling his nuts, saying that he's better than him. You know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So,
we know that's crazy.
No, fam. You need to understand. We need to talk about these players, these ex-players, dick riding all these shit guys.
It's true.
Gary Neville, shut the fuck up.
Generally, shut
the fuck up, Gary Neville. At best, you are a West Ham level right back. At your best, you were West Ham level. Seamus Coleman would bench you at Manchester United at your prime. Okay?
Let's not even talk about Gary Neville coaching because we know what happened when you went to Valencia.
I'm not talking about him coaching. You came out on national fucking television saying, I will never criticize Ollie. Why are you speaking on Ruben Almarim then, motherfucker? Why are you talking then? I don't need to hear what you think about Ruben Almarim, bro. Yeah? You need to be doing Besiktas review. That's what you need to be doing on Sky Sports, Gary Neville. I need to hear you talking about Besiktas and what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is doing over there. Because I'm watching this fan base glaze him now. Oh, look what he's doing at Besiktas. Yeah, he's doing the same shit he did at Man United. And then everything went downhill after.
Pretty much. I saw that too. I saw Connect. You saw he like fucked up and lost to some team they had never even lost.
They've never lost to that team in their entire club history. And then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer happened. Okay? So let me just bring it up to you. So watching the game now for Manchester United. Rasmus Highland, you really need to go to freaking Shamrock Rovers. I don't even want you at Victoria Pilsen anymore. You just need to go to Shamrock Rovers, bro. Okay? You see, Garnacho, you know what you do when you get a faulty product? You send it back to the factory. All right? Man United need to ship this nigga back to Argentina and burn his visa and leave him there. All right? I need this nigga on a no-fly zone all over Europe. You see, unless you're playing in the freaking Madagascar 3rd division, I don't need to see Garnacho anywhere in Europe. I don't even want to see you in Russia. I don't even want you playing jump rope in the battlefield in fucking Ukraine. I don't even want to see you doing that, motherfucker. Stay in Argentina and don't come back. Yeah? Go back to Argentina. You can't shoot. You can't cross. You're direct. I want you on a direct flight right back to Argentina. No connection, just straight. Sit on that fucking flight for 17 hours and think about the fucking failure you are. That's what I want. And you can take your brother with you.
Get him.
Bruno Fernandes. You see how you had months I'm talking and calling Szoboszlai a right back? Too bad Month doesn't even know that Bruno Fernandes is an actual right back. And I'm not joking. Bruno Fernandes started his career as a right back.
Oh shit.
I also want to
Bruno
say
Fernandes legitimately started out as a right back.
I want to say the Premier League's really shameless for giving him the man of the match. Like it's literally
like
nil-nil for both
like
teams,
if Casemiro wasn't the reason why we never conceded that game. Like Casemiro wasn't the reason we didn't concede that game.
Euro didn't have a very, very good game at all. Euro just wasn't on the pitch.
That Marmoush chance. Who was it that blocked it? Was it Euro?
I don't know who it was, but I just remember Euro honestly being top quality all game. I remember him being top quality all game. I didn't see him stressed. I didn't see him give the ball away. There were a couple of times where they were pinging passes to him, and he was still able to control it. And he was doing well. And he was able to play out of spaces. He was like top quality yesterday.
And then you got this fucking club now telling me, oh, Luke Shaw, the fuck you tell me say Luke Shaw is back for? The fuck when I cheer say Luke Shaw come back on the fucking pitch for? What the fuck are you guys cheering for? What? Freaking EAT big boy coming onto the fucking pitch, really? Is that it? Yeah? You want me to cheer for notorious FAT? Is that it? Yeah? Full pack of lard.
Bro, the guy woke up from like that. You know how like Captain America wakes up after all those years, after being frozen and shit. That's how Luke Shaw woke up. And everyone's praising him.
He woke up with a whopper in his head. Bro, he woke up with a whopper in his head and a ketchup stain on the other side of his mouth. That's what happened.
You know how Captain America wakes up and he finds out like New York's all different and shit. It's the same thing. Luke Shaw wakes up and he sees like Ineos is here, Ruben is here. Where's Ten Hag? He woke up and he's like,
come back and you tell me about freaking Jeffrey Dinner. Jeffrey Dinner getting someone. Why are you telling me about Jeffrey Dinner for?
Where's everybody else? Like, where did Dan Ashworth go? He's waking up. He's like, yo, I remember the last time I went to sleep, I was talking to Dan Ashworth, and I come back and I wake up, he's not even here, and Ruben's here. This Portuguese guy's here. Like, what's going on?
He had the same face. He had the same face when Captain America saw black people and white people walking on the same side of the street. That's what happened.
Luke Shaw came back and saw Mazuari and was like, who the fuck is this guy?
And then like Nick Fury in this case is Sir Jim Ratcliffe. And Sir Jim Ratcliffe's like, yeah, we need you to join the fucking Avengers or whatever this shit is.
My
God, bro.
And then you got these people trying to say, well, I can see why Ruben Almorim is with Mason. Listen to me. If Mason Mount isn't holding up an MK Dons jersey, because let me just bring it up to you, because this fan base really don't get it. Mason Mount in the two Premier League seasons for Manchester United has registered 1 goal and 1 assist in all competition. 1 goal and 1 assist in all competition in 2 years. 2 fucking years. Now, let me ask you a question. If Anthony Martial did do that, 75 million was spent on Mount, by the way. 75 million was spent on Mount, or 70 million. I don't care. The fact that we spent money on Mason Mount.
The fact we spent money is a problem. It was 60. It was 60.
I don't give a shit. Okay? If Anthony Martial do that, yeah? If I did Sancho do that, if a Pogba do that, fucking Tellez never do that. Fred didn't do that. Lindelof in his debut season didn't do that. But people want to tell me they see what Ruben Almorim sees. Listen to me. Let me tell you this right now. Ruben Almorim, you can go and believe, say, you know what Ruben Almorim wants. I've seen this brother come out and back players at Sporting and put them on a plane the next day.
Yeah, I think I think people do underestimate that managers, and if a manager if a manager, but the thing is, it's a smart life. A manager wants to get rid of a player, he's not going to be like, this play is terrible.
No,
because it lowers his value.
Yeah, because flawless. When you're talking about, when I hear everybody say These are his tools, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you a plastic spoon, and I want you to dig a grave. How long is it gonna take you to dig that grave there? You can dig the grave with a plastic spoon. You can dig a hole with a plastic spoon, you know. No,
That's a fucking poet. He's a fucking poet, Flawless. I'm telling you, he's a fucking poet.
Yeah.
Dig a grave with a plastic spoon, yo. Why can't I just imagine?
You'll get there. You'll get there.
You'll get there. But think about it. We give you the spoon and tell him we want a grave dig before 2:00 this evening. You think you can dig? You can dig a 6-foot grave with a plastic spoon before 2:00?
I hear you, man. Trust me, I hear you. Yo.
I'm telling you already. Anybody can talk about the manager. I have no vim for Almarim because Almarim is doing mistakes. I mean, and I expected him to do these fucking mistakes. I just never expected it to be this bad. I came on here and told you I expect mistakes from this guy because he did the same mistakes at Braga, the same mistakes at Sporting. He's done the same shit. The only thing is, I never expected it to be this bad because I thought maybe Man United players have more than 2 brain cells. Turned out I was fucking wrong. We have a goalkeeper that couldn't catch a fucking cold.
This goalkeeper, man.
We have Diego. How does Diego Delo get to his locations when he can't fucking cross? How do you go across? How can you walk across a road, bro? How do you even know how to fucking cross? How can you cross anything? Brother, I can tell you, if I want to trust anybody, I'm going to trust Diego Delo. He can't double cross me.
Flawless, can I share my screen? I have some stats to show
you.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah. Before we move on,
because it's just
talking as well. They got to everyone in the chat,
and then you got the Bruno Fernandes people. The Bruno Fernandes. Oh, Bruno Fernandes show. What does Bruno Fernandes do? What does Bruno Fernandes do?
What's this? All right. So Garnacho's attacking stats this Premier League. Chances created from open play, 1.3 per 90 minutes. So he's ranked 54th out of 275. Dribbles attempted, 3.4 per 90 minutes. He's 36 out of 275. Dribbles completed, 1.0. He's 72nd out of 275. Dribble success rate. So this is like a minimum of at least 50 attempts of dribbling.
He's bottom.
30% or 30.8.
He's the lowest.
He's 58 out of 50. At this point, I don't think Garnacho could dribble past me on the real.
I'm the lowest. Trying to tell me he could get past players. Like, this is what I'm talking about.
Let me do this.
Man.
Let me do this. Shots. Shots. This is included block shots. 3.5. He's ranked 9th out of 275. Shot conversion rate. This is a minimum of 30 attempts. 5.9%.
5.9.
He's 73rd out of 82. Carries ending in a created chance. 0.8. He's 18th out of 275. Carries ended in a shot. 1.3 again per 90. He's 6 out of 275. Yeah, he's woeful, man.
I got them Bronny James numbers.
No, and let us remember this. Wilcox and Ten Hag both rank this brother above Sancho and Amad Diallo. Because what this fucking fan base failed to realize was that we planned to sell Amad Diallo and Jadon Sancho in the summer transfer window that passed. Garnacho was ranked above those two, mind you. Yeah? Garnacho was ranked above those two. Garnacho was considered our second best winger at the club. But you want to know the thing is, you're 20 years old, Garnacho. You still have a future, you know. You can go to school, you can go learn Chinese, and you can go play for freaking the Beijing Dragons. Yeah, you can go play in China, bro. Yeah, even better, you can go speak, you can learn Saudi and start count sand grains with your idol in a Saudi. Though I don't think they'll let you in because of that lesbian look you have on your fucking face.
God, this guy's crazy. You're doing too much. This guy's mad.
He's a fucking poet, Wallace. I'm telling you.
Yeah, by the way, another stat.
Hey, Eddie. Hey, Diego Simeone over there. Relax. You know what I'm saying?
Another stat to tell y'all about our.
This guy,
tell y'all about our.
Stop.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Sorry, go on, Sheik. Go on. Hey, big up my guy
Same thing.
Daryl in the cut as well. Big up Daryl, man. Every single.
Shout out
Look at
to
this
Daryl.
guy says big up the legendary panel. And I thought he was including me, and he said the absolute. You know what? Fuck you, Daryl. How about
Hey
that?
man, big
Go
up
subscribe
Daryl
to his
every
channel,
single
man.
time, man.
Go
Shout out
subscribe to
Daryl.
Daryl's channel. Yeah, go on, Sheik. Go on.
Yeah, just to continue on those stats, because I want to show people, because people think that we just we don't watch games or like all that.
Yeah.
We just want to sit here and just talk about all these things. No, we want to provide you guys stats. So, of all players this season in the Premier League to have had 10 plus big chances in the Premier League, Garnacho has the lowest conversion rate. He scored only 2 out of 14, the worst of any Premier League player to have more than 10 big chances in the Premier League this season. The guy is the worst. The worst. We like to sit here and talk about. We like to sit here and talk. And trust me, I will continue to talk about him. But we like to sit here and talk about and criticize Martinelli. Martinelli has a better shot conversion than Garnacho currently at this moment. Martinelli sits at 2%.
Harry Maguire have a higher shot conversion rate than him?
I think he does. I think even Mateus de Ligt has a better shot conversion than Alejandro Garnacho, and he's a forward. So yeah, don't know what to tell y'all, people. But this is who we're dealing with in our front three, and people like Gary Neville want to continue to praise all these players and stuff too.
Listen to
our
me.
manager also wants to continue to play them for whatever reason. So.
I am waiting to see Gary Neville and Graham Souness come out, and cause those two fuckers have a lot to answer for. Graham Souness, you need to please explain to me what the fuck Darwin Núñez is, because you don't go at Darwin Núñez the way you do Paul Pogba. And to Gary Neville, all that hatred you had for Anthony Martial when he was making our entire front line play better, where is that same vim for Erasmus Højlund and Garnacho? Huh? Like, you're trying to tell me this about, Bruno Fernandes, as Z is saying in chat here, yeah? Bruno Fernandes has created chances. Z, it took in Bruno Fernandes 46 Premier League games to register 16 assists.
Yeah, we ain't.
You're saying these guys are fumbling the bag.
Yeah, we ain't doing no Bruno
revisionism.
No, I know. I'm just saying it. You say these guys are fumbled the bag. Let's ask a question.
If you rate Bruno, that's up to you people. I'm not having the conversation.
No. Flawless. I'm just going to say this.
I'm saying Z, anyone else, if you still rate him at this point,
I'm not having this
conversation. Z's the same guy that said 89 Premier League goals. But I'm just saying this now. If you can name me a player in the league that's had a better front five than Bruno Fernandes in the last 5 years, I'll take back everything I said about Bruno Fernandes. So Bruno Fernandes in 5 years had Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford, Edison Cavani, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Mason Greenwood. And with them 5 players, he's only registered 10 assists in the league once. Now, name me a midfielder that's had a better attack line than him in 5 years, and I'll take back everything I said about Bruno Fernandes. Because Kevin De Bruyne hasn't played with a better front line than Bruno Fernandes in the last 5 seasons in the Premier League. Not even Kevin De Bruyne has played with better attackers than Bruno Fernandes. Kevin De Bruyne hasn't even played with a better midfielders.
Well,
but I'll wait.
Yeah. And that being said, we'll go on to this. I don't know why this guy's been chatting. Let me actually find the quote. I don't know why Onan has been talking, but here we are, man. Who put up Michael?
What is Sam Bubu saying?
Listen, Paulus, you give anybody Paulus, look, you give anybody a mic, they're gonna talk. That's the thing.
Yeah, but sometimes
you have to go towards. You have to ask the people who are giving them the mic.
Sometimes Phil Jones at chat.
Sometimes
Phil
you
Jones
treat them like Ryan.
Maguire chat and no Onana chat. What the fuck?
Sometimes you gotta treat them like Ryan and unplug the mic. That's what you gotta do.
Hey, sometimes you just don't take the mic to them. How about you just be like, hey, maybe Onana isn't the person we give the mic to.
Yeah, so we're saying about Leon. I wanted to get to it and get everyone's thoughts.
Yeah, he was basically saying, I think we can easily beat them. Yeah, he was basically saying, I think we're way better than them.
Yeah. Like, we just say this: Andre Onana facing Leon in the Europa League quarterfinals. I think we are way better than them. You know what's now odds on going to happen, people, whether Manchester United go through or not? In one of these legs, or both of these legs, Onana's going to make a terrible mistake.
Yo, no, they're going to lob him. They're going to lob him. Watch.
Yeah, it's going to be something like that, Kaneki. He's going to get lobbed from like the halfway line, or they're going to score from 40 yards, or he's going to pass the ball out, or he's going to slip, or he's going to miss a cross, or something. I'm telling you this now. This has an Onana. Now he said this. This is the troops effect. when Troops was hyping up players, like when he was hyping up, ironically, Bruno Fernandes and before Arsenal, and then he bins the free kick against
This
him.
is the Boateng before him play Barcelona. This is what this is. Oh yeah, man, we have something for Messi.
Word to Tony, the stars are aligning. You know what I'm saying? This is now the stars are aligning for him to make a mistake. Same way in the Euros when it was Rabiot who was talking about Yamal, and then Yamal bins one from 25 yards right in front of him. I'm telling you, man, the footballing universe don't like ugly, and this is ugly because you should not be talking. I think
my thing is like,
I hope it's a fake quote. That's what I'll say.
My thing is, the person who asked him the question is, is there anything other important that you just want to talk about rather than this? Like your boss told you, oh, you have to go to Onana today and get his quotes, otherwise you're fired. Like, is that what was said? Or did your boss tell you, like, go out there and get a good piece of news, and you just decided to go to Onana and talk to him about it? So I'm blaming you for that case, because if your boss told you to just go out there and get news, talk to other people. There's other things you can get news from. Here's
something I'm just going to bring up to you guys. The last 3 Leon games, they've won a penalty. They've consistently won a penalty in their last 3 games. Let me just bring that up to you. Marseille has won a penalty in their last 3 games, and all 3 penalties they've scored. They're 3 for 3 in pens. Yeah, I'm just going to bring that up to you right now. And funny enough, Benrahma is fit.
Oh, I forgot he's on that team.
Oh no!
Yeah, and
he scored against us a couple of years ago too.
And that Georgian striker as well. Yeah, he's back on the score sheet and he's fit as well. Yeah. Sure, Onana. I can't wait to watch them score from a fucking corner against you. I can't wait. Just a direct fucking corner.
Yeah, it's gonna be some nonsense. It's gonna be something like that. Some nonsense.
I'm waiting for him to throw the ball in the fucking goal. That's what I'm expecting.
Because he ain't made a mistake in a while. So yeah, it's definitely something gonna happen.
No, he made a mistake against Manchester City. It's just that Mazawari was there.
A mistake that cost us a goal. He's not made a mistake.
Okay.
And he's bound to, like, he's on par for one.
Eddie, pisses me off. Yesterday though, he was like pinging some crazy passes to our center backs. Man, he'd be doing that from time to time. Like, he'll always play hospital passes to our center backs and shit, which always leads them into like some sort of trouble, or they just get pressed by the opposition. And I see it oftentimes. It just get this guy gone, man. Genuinely, like, he's another one who we've just realized that it's over. I actually gave him the benefit of the doubt this season, and boy, was I fucking wrong. Like, at the start of the season, I was like, you know what? Let me just give him a chance this season. But no, get this guy gone. You should be one of the first gone too. You can't be going into another season with goalkeeping problems. We said the same thing about De Gea, and now we're seeing the same thing with Onana, and people are okay with it.
No,
like, no.
And listen to it, with David De Gea, we never even said get him gone. We said get a goalkeeper and have him play second fiddle. If he doesn't like it, well, he can leave.
But it's like with him, like he was here for a while, and we actually saw like a world-class level for David De Gea. We're not ever going to see this for him, for this guy. We're just not.
Listen. Baba Tunde right now need to just go back to selling fried yam and pure water, bro. All right? No more mics. No more. I need no more mic for this, brother. No more mic time for this.
This is you, Eddie, man. You know what I'm saying? Diego Simeone over there. I see.
Yeah,
I went to the motherland and got the black eye, man, from the motherland. That's it.
We are so lucky. Nouma is injured. We are so lucky that Nouma is injured, bro. That's their right winger. We're so lucky this brother is injured. So lucky that brother is injured because he's been their most dangerous winger this season. I keep even forgetting that Matic is there.
Yeah, Matic.
Like, Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much what you said as well.
They have a team.
They're good going forward, but defensively they're suspect.
Fam, they have no defense. Fam, their defense literally relies on freaking Maitland Niles.
Yeah,
literally. What year is this?
2025. Ainsley in 2025 is crazy.
Freaking Tagliafico. Is this 2015, bro? Yeah. Huh? This brother have this freaking Angolan called Mata. Really? Clinton Mata. What is this? The last time I saw this brother was when I was playing flipping FIFA 17. That's the last time I remember seeing this guy. Is that what we're doing in big 2025? Yeah.
Hey man, whether they have Tagliafico or they have Phil Jones in 2025, Garnacho ain't gonna do shit. Our
I can't wait to watch.
That stat where he literally last for going past players.
Oh,
Yeah, but he's direct. Yeah, that's what these nerds, these nerds and these damn stats want to tell me about. Garnacho's
People-
fucking direct.
Hey, flawless. If people want to tell us that we're stupid, like they want to tell us that we don't watch games and shit. Like we don't
Cheek.
even have to watch
Cheek.
games. I knew it was about to be some absurd
Cheek.
stat.
People
was
what can't do
laughing.
maths that tell we, but I come to we with numbers. People that
Bro,
can't do maths.
Genuinely, I was
I come to we
smiling
with
and
stats.
laughing just while typing up Alejandro Garnacho stats because I knew it was about to be something crazy. And I was just waiting for it to be revealed. And then when I found out that the guy has a 5.9 conversion rate, like he's one of the worst in the Premier League this season. After playing all these games that he has, it makes sense. The guy hasn't scored for 20 games, and we see him take shots every single game. It's side netting FC, fam. Like that's all he does. He just hits the side net. And,
I swear to God, if I watch, I swear to God, if I watch this, if I'm going, because I'm going to watch the game. If I ever see no knees Tolisso just goes past the midfield, never
there,
lock off this game.
Toliso's there too.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's actually go through their squad.
Tagliafico and Jesus, this
Bro,
is talk about
their team is put it like
team all bad knees.
They have the most, fam. They have the most.
Team all bad knees.
Talk about retirement home, man.
Bro, they have the most Everton-looking team. Like, if you saw this starting 11 at Everton, you wouldn't say anything. They have the most Everton-looking team, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna do it, Chinlu. Before we continue before Sheik brings up the Leon squad, run up the likes. We're at 55 likes, still over 100 of you in the building. Let's get up to 90 likes. Hit that like button, like check 1212. Subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you subscribe to Sheik TV as well. Links underneath in the description. It's on the featured channel page. Gonna add it to the title as well, people.
Yeah. Bro, I can't even say Everton because Everton has had good teams in a while. I'm not even going to say Everton. Like they have the most like if you saw this at Leicester, you wouldn't say anything. If you saw that starting 11 at Leicester, you wouldn't say everything. Yeah? Like honestly, like if you saw this side and you just put West Ham United, it fits. Yeah, look at Leon team and just erase Leon and put West Ham United. It fits, bro.
Nice.
These men have the most mid-table Premier League looking side ever.
Can you zoom in a little bit, Sheik, on it?
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Perry in goal. Like this Lucas Perry, this clapped Brazilian with them big out from nowhere.
Oh, good fam. No stress. It's all good. But yeah, Eddie, your thoughts on Onana's comments about us being way better than Leon. I just laughed again.
Man. I'm telling you, man.
It's shit just funny, man. It's really just what it is.
That's all we can do. I'm not gonna lie.
It's just funny.
Slowly but surely, after all this progress we've made, this brother is setting back race relations quite a bit, man. I think it's fair to say. We done held hands in protest. Now we got brothers at Old Trafford fighting the urge not to let that N-word slip out every time this dude's in between the sticks, bro. It's ugly. It's ugly. And it's just, irrational confidence is it's a good thing, but when it goes bad, it goes bad. It goes bad, man. And I used to think it was a strong suit of his, and it kind of emboldened him to be a good goalkeeper. That constant belief in himself. Let's be clear, he's an African goalkeeper. There's gonna be enough people telling you can't do the job. So internally, you have to believe. And yet here we are. This brother, oh my God. When you talk about just not reading the room, I think he's just the perfect prototype. Like, you just don't know how to read the room at any point in time. Whether it's your distribution, whether it's your shot stopping ability. And now at this point, it's your quotes. You have no clue that nobody wants to hear from you, see about you, or watch you play. You absolutely have no clue. And so here we are, Onana saying, I think we are way better. We are way better than them. No. Onana, I've never seen the Leon goalkeeper play before. I want him before I want you. I want him in between. Before I've never seen this brother play before in my life. I'm telling you this right now. I want him playing for us before you. So it's fitting. Again, he's crazy. He's batshit crazy. I think that's been confirmed. We wanted the best. We got We literally got the worst part of Inter's team. We have the worst part of Inter's team.
You did get the worst part in this team. That is
We
correct.
did not give the Bastonis enough credit. Who else is in that back line? Because I love Bastoni is like my favorite center
Yeah,
back out
Bastoni.
there right
So
now.
what color of?
The chat will know. The chat will know.
The
Who was
free-
Alexander Kolarov.
Kolarov,
Throwback.
Darmian. I can literally tell you, Darmian, the free. What's that other? The Dutch one as well. You have the free. You have
DeFries, yeah.
Who are we talking about?
Inter Milan.
Inter's back
Inter
line.
Milan
Marco.
time. So it was you had Darmian, you had Dumfries, you had Bastoni, you have Skriniar,
DeMarco.
Skriniar, the free. You had freaking Kolarov there. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. We looked at all of that and we were like, you want to know what made these man tick? Yeah? Babatunde. Babatunde is what made them tick. Yeah? Definitely not the 6'2" center backs. No, it wasn't them. It wasn't the two overlapping. It wasn't the two overlapping fullbacks. No. What made them tick was Babatunde. Yeah? Not Barella, not Brozovic.
Before you continue, I gotta get to this. Just like I would put it up on the screen, but I'm not signing on
Yep.
Twitter. But shout out to a gal. He's done a new updated combined 11 for Arsenal. Real Madrid.
That
This is
brother
not
is
including-
still-
this is not including injured players though, so it's gonna be interesting to see. I've not watched this. This has just come across my top. Shout out to Sunshine, just tag me up on Twitter. Let me turn this up and see what a gal's saying. Make sure you
Yeah, let me
subscribe
see
to
this
the gal.
too.
Let's see what he's saying. Here we go.
Let's get into it. First, in goal, Thibaut Courtois edges Raya for me. He's still one of the better goalkeepers in the world. With Carvajal injured and
Let's just Thibaut Courtois edges.
Keyword
That-
edges. Yeah, edges.
So I'm Timber right back.
With Gabriel injured is going to be Rudiger and William Saliba. But if Gabriel was fit, he would have been in here over Rudiger. Left back with Ferland Mendy injured and nobody else really of quality, we're going to be putting in Miles Lewis-Skelly. The midfield, Jude Bellingham is in. That Martin Odegaard's not going to be in this. I'm not going to be putting the 39-year-old Luka Modric in. I'm actually going to go Declan Rice in the defense as between Camavinga or Freddie Valverde. I'm going to put Valverde. I think he's been the better player this season. Vinicius is in, I think, no debate. Mbappe's in, no debate. And I put Bukayo Saka in, no debate, over Rodrigo. I think
No debate, by the way.
Rodrigo's a better player.
No
Maybe
debate.
he's better at
No
shooting.
debate, by the way. Yeah.
He scored a couple clutch goals in his time at Madrid, but Saka's the better all-around winger. But let me know what you guys think about this combined 11.
Actually, you know what? Not too shabby from a guy. Actually,
There's
I think
a
he learned
World Cup. There's a World Cup out there right now that shows
No,
you.
he still said some crazy stuff though. He still said something crazy, by the way. Like
Eric
Saka and Rodrigo,
Garcia
no
is
debate.
better than
I'm sorry,
any left
what?
back at Arsenal right now.
There's going to be Rodrigo, who's won Champions Leagues with Real Madrid, is no debate with Saka. What?
No debate.
Chouameni was the
So,
reason why
right
Declan
now,
Rice.
if I, you know what? Actually, I have a show with the guy later. I'm gonna ask him this. I'm literally gonna ask him this. I said, right now, Rodrigo swap with Saka. Would you take him or not? I'm gonna ask him that today. I'm genuinely gonna ask him that today. So, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But
Like I
so
said,
you
like,
said some crazy
the
shit.
Rice one is mad. The Rice over Camavinga is absolutely batshit crazy.
He was talking about, I'd go with Rudiger and with Saliba if Gabriel was here. It'd be Saliba and Gabriel. No, it wouldn't, because Gabriel's been better than Saliba too, and Rudiger's been better than Saliba. So it'd be Rudiger and Gabriel. It wouldn't be Saliba and Gabriel. Like what?
Yeah.
So hey,
You
man,
could, like someone said in like AW said in the chat, you could put Valverde at right back if you really wanted to.
if you really wanted to, because he's played at right back like damn near all season.
Brother, I can put Arthur Gula at right back, and he would still be a better right back than anything at Arsenal, because Arsenal don't have any fucking right back. Are these people forgetting they play with 5 centre backs?
Yeah.
Are these brothers forgetting they play with 5 centre backs?
He's lucky Carvajal's injured too.
But I don't even care if Carvajal is injured. Camavinga's a better right back than anything at Arsenal right now.
I hear you.
And
Yeah,
this
you know what?
Chouameni overcome. There's a World Cup for England versus France that shows you why Rice should not even be put in the same conversation as Chouameni. And people still want to tell me that Rice is better than Chouameni.
He didn't put Chouameni in there. Yeah,
he excluded injuries. That's why. So that's why Chouameni weren't in. And like Chouameni, who else is injured? and Gabriel were like, no.
Fam, if he's
I still
excluding
put
injuries,
Modric.
Courtois
I
is
would still
injured.
put Modric over Rice. I would still put Modric over Rice.
Bro, Courtois is injured and he still
Yeah,
picked Courtois.
is injured.
Yes,
Nah, I think
he's
back.
injured.
Nah, I think Courtois is back. I think he's back.
Okay, then.
He's available.
Well,
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah,
got a notification on my phone, then, so maybe
yeah,
he's back. But you need to understand it. You see with Igal, this is the reason why I want this to be another case of a 10-2. I would just want this to be another case of a 10-2. I want it to be 10-2. Yeah? And I don't even want it to be 10-2 in 2 legs. I just want the first leg for just done 10-2. Yeah, I'll give Arsenal 2 goals. I just want it just finish 10-2. Yeah, I want some bullshit. You see, like, I saw troops are like, yo, no hatred from Lewis Kelly, but me just need him to just get sent off against Real Madrid. Yeah, that's all I just want now.
Could happen. All right.
Yeah, I just want that to happen right now. I just want to see Arsenal just play with 10 men versus Real Madrid. That's what I want to see.
So this is the Leon team moves they got. So is Perry their first choice goalkeeper, right?
Yeah, Perry's their first choice goalkeeper.
So they've got Tagliafico. I'm just picking out names. I know you saw. Who did he play for before?
Ajax.
Who did he play for before? Because the name was familiar.
Musa Niakate.
Niakate. Pretty sure that's Frankfurt.
Yeah, he looks familiar.
Pretty sure it's Frankfurt.
Taliso is crazy. Oh, he played for Ajax. Big up, Chen. Big up.
Yeah, Tagliafico played for Ajax.
Keeps Tagliafico as well. Cherky.
Thiago Almada.
Keep scrolling down.
Yeah.
Maitland Niles, Lacazette.
I've heard about Malik Fofana a lot, actually.
Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah.
He's very good. He's injured, though. Thank God.
Is that who got injured today? That Ernest Nuama?
Yeah, that's who got injured. Thank God. Because if he wasn't injured, he would have been on Diego Dalot's side. And let me tell you this. Mazzuari is good. Mazzuari is not going to be able to stop him by himself. Niakate was at Forest as well. Why am I forgetting that he was at... I wasn't paying attention to Forest last season.
That's why it sounds familiar. I knew it was.
I wasn't paying attention to them last season. Forest just had everybody. Like, these motherfuckers had Keylor Navas at one point, bro. Like,
I'll pull up like what injuries they have for this week.
Fofana's injured. Nauma is injured. I know one of their midfielder. Is it Tisman that plays beside of Matic? I know he was carrying a knock. He played full 90, but they said he was carrying a niggle. So let's hope he's fit. Matic 48 years old, dog. You know, like, come on, bro. Matic was playing during the Mesozoic era at this point, brother. Yeah, back when TV was in black and white, Matic was playing football, bro. And them have lack of threat up top with the Georgian. He might go score against me, you know. We just know that as a fact, you know. He's going to score against me.
Now, Anna said this, like, yeah, he gonna do some foolishness.
They're saying Turkey actually might be a doubt too to start.
Really?
Yeah, he pulled
they're
up.
saying Turkey might be his doubt.
Like
Almada unlikely. So Almada unlikely to start. Turkey a doubt. Malik Fofana he's confirmed out for the game. That the Ghanaian player that we were just talking about, I think he's out for the season. Yeah, he's out for the season. Thiago Almada, even Tagliafico is not expected to start.
See?
Yeah. So who knows?
Yeah, can't wait to see how Onana fucks this.
Yeah, he's going.
We'll see. We'll see how they pull up this Friday. But
put it like this. This is there will be no defense from
Thursday.
This game. Because the game how they played in the league, the 2-1 win, there was no defense. There was no real actual defending that game. It was just lone attack. So this game that we're going to play in France, it's just going to be just lone attack. It's going to be nothing but just lone attack.
All right. Well, that's fair. I hear fully what you're saying as well, but we gonna find out. Right, I think we've pretty much covered everything because the only other things is like transfer news loosely, like Dalap got linked to Konya today. Believe it when I see it with those.
You saw how we were linked to that player that I was talking about, the midfielder, from what was his from Frankfurt. Trying to remember his name. The DM. The DM that I was talking about. Because Man United got linked with him for 32 million. Hold up.
Hey, let us know if they know. Oh, yeah, you can check it before we get
Yeah.
predictions. Make sure you subscribe to Sheik TV as well, people. Links in the title. Hey, Sheik, let them know what you got coming up over the next week. All that good stuff. Weekend.
Yeah, big up to everyone. Shout out to the panel as well. Shout out to the chat. Make sure you guys are obviously supporting as usual. I actually have a pretty busy day today, so you'll be seeing me on a couple of shows. I think at 8 p.m. UK, and so in about 2 hours, I'll be on A-listers with Hassan and the guys over there, Lewis and everyone.
It's Stiller.
And what happened?
No, that's the name of the midfielder that we were linked to. The guy that I was talking about, Angelo Stiller.
Okay.
From Stuttgart.
Keep a lookout. Go on, Sheik, carry on.
Yeah. So at 8 p.m. I'll be on A-listers with Hassan, and then after that, at 10 p.m. UK, it's Mud Brothers on my channel, and then with the rest of the guys. Make sure you guys do check that out, Cheek TV. And then after that, I'll be on TJ's channel for American Waffle as well. So a lot of content today. Definitely check everyone out and support everyone. And yeah, man, appreciate it every single time.
There you go. And staying with you, Sheik. Scoreline prediction: Leon, Manchester United, Thursday.
Considering all these players that we just talked about, if they do miss, I'll go with a 1-1. I'll say 1-1. Yeah.
One apiece.
Yeah,
okay, first. What are you saying, Kaneki? Scoreline prediction.
For that game, the fact that Onana just chat me know we're going to concede 2, so I'm just going to go 3-2 Man United.
3-2 first. Eddie, what are you saying? Scoreline prediction.
No, it's not that. It's not that Old Trafford.
Right. It's in France.
It's in France. Yeah.
2-1, or say it's in France.
Yeah, it's in France. Yeah. First leg's at there.
1-0. 1-0.
But you reckon we got a clean sheet or 1-0 them?
Yeah, I think they'll just be so damn bad. We'll just scam it. That's all I can really go with.
Staying with you, Eddie. Obviously, we return back to Premier League action next weekend. Travel away to Newcastle.
For fuck's sake! Newcastle.
Where we are going?
That's
Newcastle away.
Jesus Christ.
0-0. The only thing I feel safe picking.
First?
0-0 for sure.
What are you saying? Kaneki? Newcastle away.
Father God in heaven, brother. Yo, 2-0 Newcastle, brother. Just let me just deal. Me just know Steve just a good. Steve a got laugh off of me. I don't give a fuck. Not after what I watch them do Liverpool. 2-0 Newcastle. 2-0 Newcastle. We can't cancel that fucking game there. Brother, we can't cancel. Fam, I don't want to see that fucking death row midfield, brother.
Yeah, we ain't trying to see the.
Not only one are they better than us, two. They're competing for something this season. They're in a top 4 race. They're gonna definitely. They're gonna. Hey, listen. It could get bad on Sunday or Saturday, whatever it is. But it could get bad this week. It could. I'm not gonna lie. It could. Isak, man, the guy's a problem.
Forgot that NWO midfield.
Maguire up against Isak. Please, just give me a rest. Just give me a rest. Like I please, Ruben, please, man, for real. So but I would say I think we lose. Like I'm being completely honest. I think we lose. I'll probably say same thing with Kaneki. I'd probably go with 2-0 Newcastle. I think they beat us. I don't think we even stand a chance on the weekend.
I hear you on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, people, big up. Love to everyone that has locked in. Again, make sure you subscribe to Sheik TV. Content doesn't stop today. We'll be back here 10:30 p.m. UK time for the fan calling show. So that's open for anybody to call in. So it doesn't matter who you support, doesn't matter where you're calling in from. You don't have to be a Manchester United fan. That is Talk Your Ish. That is fan calling show. That is 10:30 p.m. UK right here on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. I dropped the link in the chat and feel free to call in. You have regulars who call in. Of course, if you're a new caller, you'll queue jump to the front of the queue. Same way if you're a member, you queue jump as well. Link for the membership is in the pit comment, people. And of course, speaking of Newcastle, they're in action tonight. So it'll be a watch along over on the Sarcasm City TV playback as they travel to Leicester, people. So Leicester City versus Newcastle United. That is 8 p.m. UK time kickoff, people. So we will be there for that. So just go to www.playback.tv playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV, or download the Playback app from your app store. That's playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV, or download the Playback app from your app store, people. Same way you watch and comment here on YouTube, it's the exact same on the Playback, and we'll be live over there probably about 20 minutes before kickoff. And big up to Pops, it's big up Flawless Chic, Eddie Kaneki, the KDB testimonial was dead. Yeah, dry ass game. It really was.
Dry.
Make sure you subscribe.
You share as well.
But yeah, we're gonna redirect people over to Saeed. He's live, Straight Jacket podcast, so he's talking all things Manchester United. So just put Sarcasm City TV raid in Saeed's chat. Catch you lot on the Playback, like I said, for the Leicester Newcastle game. Then back here for the fan calling show, Talk Your Ish. So big up, love to everyone that has locked in. This has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.